The season of gift guides continues, and today we're talking about Sony. Let's go over some of the best gifts you can get for the PlayStation 4 owner you know. Kicking the list off, what is the biggest thing that gamers use all the time? Controllers. And while the DualShock 4 is a solid controller that gets the job done, there are more choices out there. For instance, if you want to gift someone a Pro Controller option, I'm a big fan of the Nacon Revolution. I think it's got a better grip design, I like they switch the sticks around, and has a whole bunch of different customization options to make sure you get the most out of your controller, including some customizable macros on the back. At the other end of the spectrum though, if you've got kids in the family that like to use systems, but the DualShock's still a little too big for them, Hori now has an interesting new option for the mini PS4 controller. Now this is a wired controller option, and for an adult, it's not necessarily the best choice, but it's fitted just right for kids. It's kind of reminiscent of an SNES controller, but it's a little thicker and has these little grip grooves on the back as well. And not to mention, this is a much cheaper controller than getting, say, an official DualShock or a Pro one. So if you've got a kid, you want to make sure they're not using the most expensive option out there, this is a great choice. Now, of course, controllers are important, but there are other accessories that can help shape your gaming experience, and one of the biggest is headsets. And thankfully, since Sony owns their own headphone division, they're able to make some great in-house headsets for the PlayStation 4, such as their top-of-the-line Platinum headset, or their more affordable and still really solid mid-range option, the Gold headset. These are both awesome designs, they're comfortable, you get little customization options through the PS4 interface directly, and they make use of a dongle, which some people might not like the idea of at first, but this makes sure that you have a dedicated connection that is going to be way stronger than any kind of generic Bluetooth design. Along with the great sound quality, these things also offer a solid build and good battery life, making them an awesome option for any PlayStation 4 owner you know that has yet to invest in a headset. Now, a returning product that I talked about before for the original PlayStation 4 and I think still makes a great option, especially now with the PS4 Pro, is cooling stand options. Actually, can we get, where's there a microfiber cloth? I'm just like, oh no, I see all this lint now. Still rolling? Okay. Now, in general, I'm not super huge in the idea of cooling stands, but in the case of the PS4s, especially the Pro, these things get really, really warm. So getting the added support from a stand that might also help make sure that the PlayStation's own fan doesn't kick in and start making a lot more noise, this thing's actually a great investment. And it's going to offer you a couple other benefits as well that are really, really useful. For instance, it plugs into the system drawing power, so you actually have an expansion of 3 more USB ports, 2 places to put controllers and charge those as well, and to top it all off, you're able to show off the top side of your system, which if you own a special edition like the Star Wars one right here, is just gonna look awesome. Alright, enough of all the functional, useful, cool things you can get for the PS4. Let's talk about some more kind of collectible, fun things you can get. And one thing I've always been a huge proponent of are art books. Now, thankfully, Sony's had a lot of awesome first-party games come out this year, and I think one of the best ones visually, especially conceptually, is Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, there's just so much cool stuff that goes on in the game involving robot dinosaurs and this post-apocalyptic landscape that actually seeing the concept art that went into it is really freaking cool. And if this isn't your particular favorite game, there's a whole lot of other awesome games out there that have art books for them, like Persona 5, the Uncharted series, lots of other great options. You can't go wrong with art books. Now this holiday season, I have been in a bit of a board game mood. I've got one for each of these videos, and for Sony, I am so excited about this one, the Bloodborne card game. Now Bloodborne is not a recent release for the PS4, but it's honestly still my favorite exclusive game the system has, and the board game for it is freaking awesome. It's actually more of a card game, really. It's one of those really cool ones where you do this kind of mixture of cooperative and competitive, where you all need to work together to beat the game, but still at the end of the game, ultimately one of you is the winner. So you have to constantly balance out making sure that you're doing what's best for everyone, but still making sure that you get out ahead. Not to mention that on top of just the gameplay itself being fun, the build quality on this game is phenomenal, especially for its price point. This is actually one of the better looking ones I've seen for under 40 bucks. It is a great game, check it out. So here's some great gift ideas for the Sony fan you know. I'm going to link everything down below along with a couple other options as well, so make sure to check that out, and I will see you guys later.